Today is July 10, 2016, and we're in a social meeting and about to look through a little bit more of the pamphlet by Ellen White called An Appeal to Our Churches in Behalf of Home Missionary Work. So let's ask our Heavenly Family to give us understanding of this. Heavenly Family, Toda, thank you so much for the opportunity to read some of this pamphlet again. Please stir up our will to action. Help us to see the need of cooperating with you in doing the work of the gospel and in proclaiming the truth to all who are willing to hear. Thank you so much. Convict us on the points in which we lack and move us forward. We ask these things b'shem Tzemach, in the name of Branch. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, so where we are in the pamphlet is page 12. And it's a section called Set the Members to Work. This is what it says. There are scores who have real ability, who are rusting from inaction. And yet, many of these do not know how to set themselves at work for the Master. But let someone who has ability to devise ways whereby this talent may be utilized lay out before these inactive ones the line of work that they could do, and let them understand that this is expected from them. And many who are now unemployed will become true laborers.
Amen.
That is wonderful. I mean, a lack of productivity is just such a tragedy, just such a waste. And, this morning I was just realizing more clearly than ever before how time lost, in a sense, can never be gained back. I mean, sure, you can do something after the fact to try and remedy the situation, and often you can make a good situation out of it. That's certainly possible. However, it always would have been better to do the right thing. And I'll give an example that was going through my mind this morning, and I really recognized a huge mistake that I've made in my life that can never be totally remedied. I can do the best from now on, but that loss is an eternal loss. And that was how when I accepted the raw message, and by that learned what the third angel's message really is and accepted it as well, I didn't know what to do with music. And so I just stopped playing music. I just totally put it on the shelf for a few years. And in doing so, that was a talent that I had that I wasted. And I'll say, there are many things that I used to be able to do musically that I cannot do right now. And if I had just continued to play music and just asked God to show me how to do it in a way that would glorify Him. And of course, I'm using these terms because at the time I didn't know about our Heavenly Family. But the reason why I put it aside is because, so many people said things about music that were very limiting, and I didn't know if they were right or wrong. And so I just put it on the shelf. And, what I should have done is I should have prayed about it and I should have studied the issue out rather than just avoiding it because there was conflicting opinions on it. So if I had done that, I wouldn't have wasted that talent. And you know what? I am attempting to find time now to play music more again because, and really the reason why is because I know it's what our Heavenly Family wants me to do, because it is a talent that would be wrong to continue to waste. And I know, though, that now I'm behind. If I had kept on playing all those years, not only would I be able to do the things that I used to be able to do, but I would be able to do much more. And now I'm behind, and I will, in a sense, forever be behind where I could have been. I would have been ahead, and now I'm behind, and hey, that's the way it is, unfortunately. I can now make the best out of the situation, but still, if I had not chosen to do what I did, it would have forever made a difference. Ellen White speaks of this too, how basically all of our decisions have eternal consequences. And so what a sad loss, what a sad mistake. And this morning, that realization was really impressing on my mind the fact that there's really no other way to successfully do life other than to make the most out of every day. Every day that we waste time, we are wasting time for eternity. Every day that we waste time, we lose something everlastingly that we can never gain back. Time is precious. Once it's gone, it's gone. We can never gain back the past. It is so important to make the most out of each day and out of each moment. Both here at the Living Branch Center and wherever all of you are, in your various locations. Really, I really, and not just me, but our sister and the rest of our Heavenly Family, wants you all to seriously contemplate how you use your time and to not allow yourself to just waste spare moments. Instead, use them and really seek from our Heavenly Family how you can make the most out of your time. View it in the scope of eternity. Don't view it in light of your current desires and wants and all of that. Just view it in terms of eternity. That's the only way that we will act to the extent that we need to in order for all of this to be wrapped up. So we must do this. Take this very, very seriously. Every single one of you, take it very seriously and really move forward. Begin the act right away. Don't delay. Begin the act right away of making the most of your time for the forwarding of the gospel. So I think that maybe that's enough. That's an important principle, and I think that it'll be good for us to close on that. And the other two paragraphs within this section in the pamphlet, we can save it for next week. So if everyone is fine with ending on that, I think it'll be good for us to close off with prayer. If anyone wants to add an amen, that would be great.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Wonderful. Heavenly Family, once again, thank you for bringing these principles to mind. Thank you for not letting us go long with being distracted by all these various aspects of temporal life. And I know that that's a poor expression, but I know you understand what I mean. Heavenly Family, please don't let us forget these things. Convict us. Put these things on our minds and on our hearts, and stir up all of us into more activity than we ever even thought was possible. Thank you for the fact that we don't have to depend on our own strength, but that we can lean on you, both for strength and for guidance. So thank you so much. Bless us all now. We ask these things b'Shem Tzemach. Amen.
Amen. Good night, everyone.
Have a good night. Love you all. Laila Tov.
Love you.
You too. Night.